Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
I have never seen my mother angrier than when I announced, at the age of 11, that my ultimate goal was to marry a rich man. Outraged that I hadn't absorbed her feminist attitude, she responded plainly, "No, if you want to be rich, you must make money for yourself. Never rely on a man for cash." It is a motto I have endeavored to live by. It meant I was proud to be the breadwinner throughout my 9-year relationship, until, that is, it ended abruptly, just 6 months after I walked down the aisle at the age of 31, when my betrothed announced he didn't want to be married after all. Especially not to me. While the heartbreak left my brain tangled with despair, I assumed that at least the particulars of our divorce would be simple after such a short marriage. What was mine, and his. But I was wrong. A series of uncharacteristically callous emails from my husband informed me that he was, by law, entitled to half of everything I had. Savings, pension, investments, and, most upsetting, the lump sum my mother had contributed towards our 3-bedroom semi. My mother's hard-earned savings were a shared gift, and, therefore, I had no legal right to ask for it back. While we both contributed equal amounts of our own cash, and the same monthly mortgage payments, borrowing as much as we did would never have been possible without my salary. I called a friend of the family, a divorce lawyer, at one of London's top firms. Surely he'd got this wrong? Her response, "He's right, you didn't get a prenup." I was embarrassingly naive about money throughout our relationship. Like many heterosexual couples, he assumed the role of finance and life admin manager. I had always worked long and painstaking hours, which made things such as calls to mortgage companies virtually impossible during the day. He had more spare time, and said he didn't mind our arrangement. Unfortunately, this also meant he could claim that my mother's money had been spent, and there was nothing I could do to contest it. Like most doe-eyed engaged couples, we were allergic to the word prenup, assuming they were only necessary for those who A, were secretly planning an eventual exit, or B, had shed loads of cash. How silly I was. It's not only the financial losses, or rather, my mother's, that sting. But perhaps, if an agreement was already in place, I'd have been spared the traumatic dealings with a husband I barely recognized. Negotiating money can bring out the most dreadful side of people you thought were decent. Expect to witness your former beloved metamorphose into an otherworldly alien who speaks to you as if you're his slightly inept accountant. Prepare for phrases such as, "Please can you do the following," and, as I previously mentioned. All this coming from the person who, just months ago, wiped smudged eyeliner from your face and hung your knickers on the washing line. Now, 2 years later, I have become the marriage death knell among my friends, raising an eyebrow at any mention of matrimony and asking about their savings portfolio. You can never know what someone is truly capable of, I tell them. While it might sound cynical, I couldn't help but feel relief when I read the vast majority of Britons are in support of prenuptial agreements. According to a survey by a London law firm, 66% of adults think the financial agreements are a force for good. Increasing numbers of couples are opting for them, too, with the proportion rising from just 1.5% of couples in the 1970s to 17% today, according to the most recent poll. But I don't think this figure is nearly high enough, sorry, romantics. As increasing numbers of women out-earn their male partners, with 25% of married couples having a female breadwinner in 2020, we need to protect ourselves. I would bet that most of these women have faced more hurdles than their male equivalents in the quest for an appropriate salary. Many have climbed to the top of their game while also managing the lion's share of housework and childcare. Yet the sad reality is that, after all the battles for equal pay, a man could, quite possibly, take away half your success if you tried to divorce him. Divorce lawyers tell me high-earning female clients are shocked when they learn this is a possibility. Popular culture tells us divorce is about men getting financially screwed, says David Brown, solicitor specializing in